Unity4Canada, Michele Titler from the political organization End Race-Based Law. We want to remove Section 35 of the Constitution and abolish the Indian Act, which gives one race of people in Canada inherent rights. This is my partner, Gerry Gagnon.
Hi, I'm Gerry. I'm the researcher at End Race-Based Law. And one thing we discovered after drafting the petition and working with it for a while was the resistance of our political leadership, virtually from coast to coast, to even opening our Constitution to make any changes that the people of Canada might desire. That ties in with what a lot of people have come to realize, and that's that a lot of our issues seem unsolvable because they trace back to the Constitution. And everybody at that point kind of stops in their tracks. So rather than allow what seems to be the trend in this country, which is people becoming more and more fearful of the future and the future of this country as issues evolve, we thought it would be far more optimistic approach to actually look at our Constitution, look at right in the eye as a people. Now personally, I think it needs to be rewritten. We could start fresh. We're 150 years old as a nation, and what we need is a Constitution that embodies us to move into the next 150 years. And since our political leadership seems scared to even discuss the Constitution, it's going to take a movement of Canadian people from coast to coast to make this happen. And rather than treat it as a divisive political issue, we should treat it as a creative political issue. A chance for all of us, including school children, everyone, the media, public organizations, community organizations, thinking about Canada for once. Yeah, we all have personal needs and we all have regional needs and things we'd like, but what about the country as a whole? And that's what's embodied in a constitution, are the basic shared principles and political procedures of a country as a whole. Now, this is obviously a much bigger project than we envisioned doing with End Race-Based Law, and obviously is far beyond our financial resources. And this is where you come in.
We need your help. We need your money. Whether it's through Patreon, where you can actually commit to a monthly support of $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, it's up to you. You can change it, that's up to you. On the Patreon website and on our Unity4Canada website, WordPress website, you'll find all of the list of things that we'll be spending the money on. We've spent the last 4 years doing this. Gerry has over 1,000 posts that have educated the entire country, if you cared enough to look and read, about what's gone wrong with the Constitution. This one clause giving one group inherent rights has created an entire industry of lawyers and lobbyists that's done nothing but separate and divide our country. We are a country of many peoples from around the world. We cannot have race laws for just one race. We can't have any kind of racial supremacy. This is what, we do have an identity. We are people from around the world that have come here to make it work. And it's worth fighting for. It's worth carving out. As Gerry said, we are a young country. We get to decide what we are in the future. What we need funding for is to team build. We want to get team leaders all across Canada. We want to attract people who are willing to have this conversation with us. We're going to have 3 live streams a week for sure. We may have other ones in between based on breaking news and how busy we are. But we want to have phone-ins, question and answer periods. We'll get special guests on. We're going to operate right from this area right here. We live and work in the same area. We've set everything up. We've invested a tremendous amount of money in equipment and our living area just to be able to pull this off. So here we are. We want to rewrite the Constitution. We are going to do that. So what we need is funding. We're going to attract people that are constitutionalists, constitutional lawyers, and also we want to be able to talk out, have people call in from all the industries across Canada and let us know what their needs are. What we really need to do is come together and get a cohesive Constitution that makes us proud and that protects us from any special interest groups or anything outside our country that can come in and destroy our sovereignty, or anything from within our country that can destroy our sovereignty. So our goal really is to create a conversation to start with, and then to submit a rewritten constitution, get a petition signed across the country to submit that rewritten constitution and have it pass through the House of Commons, and actually create property rights, things like that. There's a lot of things missing in our constitution that were not well thought out. We can do better, and that's basically what we want to do, isn't it?
Sure is.
And Gerry's going to lead the team. He'll lead the conversations. I'm chatting right now, but Gerry's actually the knowledgeable one out of the two of us. He has a wealth of knowledge, and he could so easily lead this team of anyone who wants to get involved in the Constitution. There are people from coast to coast who may just feel frustrated that they don't have an outlet. We get to decide what our future is, and that's basically what we're doing. So I'm the IT tech person, and he's the researcher, and together we do this full time. Your investment will not be wasted, so whether it's donations, just a one-time donation to a GoFundMe, we'll make sure the links are up everywhere, whether it's on Gerry's Facebook, Twitter, mine, Unity4Canada, hashtag Unity4Canada is our new movement, or on NRA Space Law, whether it's PayPal, we'll set up various links, but we could really use Patreons who monthly can donate, whatever you can. That would just give us a running total, an operating cost, and we'll get this movement going. Canada needs something to believe in. We all need to go together in one direction and create our future. That's where we're at, isn't it?
It sure is.
Unity for Canada.